Morning, folks. I got an hour wrong yesterday. Some people look at what I said and they pick that I got 1 hour wrong. It's now 8:30 in the morning in Australia on the 3rd of June, Wednesday. 08:30 in the morning. It is midnight in Norway. Right now, Norway, in its northeasterly sky, is seeing the sun. The same sun as I'm seeing in a northeasterly direction from here. We are looking at the same sun. When I say I've been fighting this thing for years, not the flat earth. I've only just been introduced to the flat earth not too long ago. See these lines of sight? This is the direction that Norway is looking at on a globe. They're at the very top of Earth, in the north, and they're looking in that direction. Australia, underneath. That is our line of sight, northeasterly. Both of those lines converge on that chair, right? Now, there's a few ways of looking at this. You're trying to make an argument for a globe. In that case, those two lines of sight are going to end up traveling the diameter of Earth 11,000, 770 something times. That is how many Earth diameters there are between us and the sun. That's what we're told. Now on the flat Earth, what you have here, let me just pull this forward a little bit. Don't fall off, thanks, please. I get new tripods and nothing seems to work properly. Right. That's north for me. Okay? So, got that sun up there. What's happening? Norway. That's Norway's north. It's the North Pole, right? That's the US, Canada, US, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia. My line of sight right now is up there. I'm seeing that sun up there. Norway is looking up here. Somewhere here is the sun. I am showing you in real time. The sun up in the sky right now is at about 30 degrees from north. Right? Make no mistake here. Make no mistake about what I'm saying. 8:30 in the morning. That sun right there has been coming up from up there, right? Right now, we are facing 30 degrees from north. North is about there. 30 degrees from north, right? Look at those rays. What a beautiful sight. That sun right now is 30 degrees from north. It is a local sun. How do we know? How do we know for sure that it's local? Well, we know for sure that it's local because from Norway, right now, they are seeing the same sun in their northeast sky. North, slightly northeast. That means I'm seeing the sun up here, and Norway is seeing the sun somewhere up here. Folks, somewhere along here is the sun. It cannot happen on a globe. It cannot happen on a globe. It makes no sense, folks. For lots of reasons. The gravity thing, the distance that they're telling us the sun is away from us, The round thing, none of it works on the globe. What we have is obviously a flat earth. I drew this a few months ago when I started to be interested. So for me, plus I've got that one on my big board, I get it. I totally get it, because I've been working with both of them for the last 2 months, and I've been comparing them with certain things, right? Now, you know what gets me? The thing that really gets me, which I'm having trouble getting past, how easy it was, Norway, to prove. They have spent so much time teaching people about the stars and this and dimensions here and there. They haven't taught proper geography. You ask the average teenager where the capital of this is or the capital of that is. They don't know, but they do know that if you travel at the speed of light, you won't age. You will not age compared to a twin who doesn't travel at the speed of light. That is the problem, folks. You all think you know about the speed of light and space travel, interstellar, between the stars, but you don't know the planet, the Earth, that you live on. Some people don't even know where Norway is. I guarantee you. People don't know north, south, east, west, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. I do. When I went to school, that was kind of the thing we used to learn. How can you expect to know everything about the universe and stars, but you don't know anything about Earth, the place that you live on? That is the problem. They've taught everybody to run without teaching them how to walk first. This is where we live. The lies are obvious. The sun is local. That means the moon has to be local. I saw it come up from the horizon the other day. Somebody said to me, so where was the reflection? What do you mean that there was no reflection? At the furthest part of the ocean that I was looking through the telescope, because the moon was too close. If it had been coming up over the horizon from 384,000 kilometers away, the bounce from where I was filming, it would have hit the water, and that reflection would have come and hit the water at a very low angle, but it didn't. As soon as it cleared the horizon, the reason I wasn't seeing a reflection at the furthest part of the horizon was because it was too close. It had already, as soon as it rose over the horizon, the gap underneath it did not allow for a reflection. It was too close. If it had been further away, we would have seen the reflection at the very horizon. That did not happen. These are all the basics. The angles, right? And a couple of comments, people, honestly, it's like they're not intelligent enough to realize the magnitude of what I am proving. Instead, they like to pick out that I was 1 hour wrong in between the Norway time and my time, local Australia. That is the mentality of the people we are dealing with. I say I keep coming back because I know what's at stake. And I know it's not people's fault that they've been led to believe this BS. That's why I keep coming back. But there is a difference between people who have been fooled. Naive, it's not people's fault. But there is a difference between those people and idiots. It's a trait. You can see. And I do know the difference, right? I do know the difference. I do what I do because I know what is at stake. They are lying to people. And we are all one kind of, it's corny. I can see this crap. I have a duty to you lot to show you what is happening. And I think I have done that now. It cannot be a sun that is 11,770 something Earth diameters away from us. It cannot be. It's a local sun. It cannot be a globe. It makes no sense. Therefore, it is flat. Therefore, The moon has to be a local moon. It would hardly make sense for the sun to be orbiting us here and the moon to be 384,000. Look, that brings us to the moon landings. Gravity. The water on Earth is being displaced by something else. It is not the moon's gravity. This, I'm standing here, jumping up and down. Is it gravity pulling me down? I'm not saying that that is not gravity. What I can guarantee you is the moon has no gravitational pull on Earth's water. That is a slam dunk. Something else is displacing the water. People, well, what is them? What? I don't know. I don't even know the workings of a flat Earth. I'm not saying that I know. What I am saying is, here are the lies. That is a start. We move forward from there, I think. All right, I'm taking the rest of the day off. I've got some personal admin to do, and I've just got to do it, so I'm going to take a day off. Folks, seriously, right now in Norway, they're seeing that in the sky. They're seeing it from this direction. We can't be looking at a sun that is 150 million kilometers away at the same time as Norway is looking at a sun that is 150 million kilometers away. It does not work on a globe. It doesn't work. Folks, seriously, she's flat. Home, it's flat. It's cool. Fantastic time to be alive. Liars and charlatans. All right, folks, look, I might not be back today because, like I said, I've got stuff to do. Peace out. Laters.